Hi again everyone, I'm back. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Foundation. I ordered it off of their infomercial. As a result, they send you a couple other products too, so I'll just go over those as well. Those are kind of little perks of the package. I don't quite remember what I spent on the entire package. I want to say because it was a 3-month supply, it was installments. So it was like $30, $30, $30. I think it was a total of about $90 for everything. And then it changed depending on how I wanted my membership to go from there on out, because they don't just keep sending you the same items over and over for that cost. I think it varies. I think that's just the new member fee. So I want to show you what I got with that first initial purchase, and then I'll show you an application of all of it and give you some feedback on each individual product. So when I ordered it, the main product that they're advertising is this. It's the Bye Bye Foundation. The big deal about this is it's supposed to be a lightweight, full coverage moisturizer. So it's not necessarily a foundation, so to speak, even though it is. But they're saying it's not like a foundation because it's supposed to be good for the skin, even if you can wear it to sleep in and things that we're normally afraid of because it'll damage. It's supposed to be skin protectant because it has an SPF in it. It's a moisturizing foundation, so you don't necessarily have to hydrate your skin before application. Long wearing, anything you could want is supposed to be in this. So I ordered this in the color medium. It does come in light, medium, and rich, I believe, were the 3 colors. And then as a result, don't quote me, but there was a specific intro package that I got. As a result, I got a few more items. The other one was the Bye Bye Concealer. I also got this in medium, which was dumb on my part. Generally, when I get concealers, I use them, obviously on any blemishes, but I also use it under my eyes. I tend to go with a light color, and I got this in the same darn color as my foundation. So you'll see that on the application part of this video that it doesn't necessarily give you a brightening effect at all. It does cover very well, but it doesn't give you that brightening effect. So I would recommend, if you're gonna order this and you're like me and you like a little bit of brightness under the eye, go with the shade lighter than your foundation. I know this, I know how to do this, but I didn't do it. The other thing I got was this. It's the Bye Bye Pores Skin Blurring Finishing Powder. Again, I ordered it in medium. Because I don't know, I've never worn makeup before, I don't know. I don't know why I did that. Again, I wish I had ordered this in a little bit of a lighter color. This especially because it does work on helping blur out your skin and kind of minimize the pores. But because it's tinted, it almost looked like it was making my whole face a tad darker than when I started off, and so I didn't like that. So I have to be very, very careful when applying this. You're not supposed to use very much anyways, but I think I use even less than they would recommend, only because I get so nervous that I'm gonna look very muddy and dirty looking. So also, as a perk of the package, they sent us the Hello Lashes Proven Mascara. I'll show you this in the video, but I really, really do like this. The packaging, it shows like this, but I don't know if you can see it up close. This right here is the applicator wand, and it's got a nice squishy applicator wand for your finger. I don't know how long you would be holding your mascara in order to get a sore finger, but they just want you to be comfortable, considering we make it look like applying mascara is one of the more difficult things we ever have to do in our life. The other thing I got, there's a lot of stuff in this initial package, was the IT Cosmetics Live, Love, Laugh Vitality Face Disc. This is pretty cute. It's the packaging is kind of so it's got a reflective bottom with the description, and it's just a see-through plastic cap. No mirror. I would have liked a mirror, but anyways, that's just preference. And it comes with a highlighter, a blush, and a bronzer color. So that's pretty cool. And they didn't have any alternatives to these colors. This is just the way this palette looks. So, all right, 2 more items is the IT Cosmetics Vitality Lip Flush. And so the big deal about this guy is it's supposed to be a lipstick, a lip balm, a lip stain, all in one, and it's supposed to be pretty moisturizing. It's gonna come like this, and again, there's no options as far as color, and the reason being is it looks white. It looks very white. So when it goes on your skin, it's not necessarily supposed to give you a coverage or anything. It's just supposed to make your lips look their natural hydrated selves, and their little bit of pink. Everybody's gonna look a little different depending on how their lips look. So I'll show you how that goes on, and then I'm gonna give you opinions throughout the application part of the video too. save some for later. And last but not least, I got the dual end Heavenly Luxe Complexion brush. So it's got a nice big fluffy dense brush up here, and then it's got a smaller brush up here. These can have dual purposes. They recommend this for highlighting your highlighter that they have on the Vitality Disc. They've also mentioned that you can use this for the pore minimizing powder, or you can use this for contour, or you can use this for your blush. So, and I will say this is the first time I've had any of their brushes, and they're very soft. I washed it a few times and it hasn't changed the texture of it at all. I've had no shedding. They're very, very soft. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that up front. Go ahead and order these if you're able, because I'm a little too in love with this brush. So anyways, let's move on to the application part of the video. I hope you guys enjoy. Bye. All right, so I have a couple friends on my face today, as well as my rosacea. I've had that for years. So we're gonna start with the star of the show, which is the Bye Bye foundation. I applied a couple pumps to my hand, and rather than just smearing it all over my face with my fingers like a moisturizer, which is, by the way, how the infomercial shows it being applied, I'm gonna dot it all over my face and then buff it out with a brush. I did try to apply it a few times with my fingers, and I wasn't happy. It may be because I'm out of practice and I'm just used to using a brush, but I was creasing, I was smearing, I was streaking, I was all of those ugly words we don't want to use in makeup land. So I'm going to go ahead and take an e.l.f. powder brush and just smear that all over my face and buff it out. This brush is only $6 and it works very, very well with my foundation. I've never had any issues with it. I highly recommend trying it for $6. Why not? And we're just going to buff that out all over the face. By the way, I am not a makeup artist, so I should forewarn you. Please don't cringe if you see me doing something you would not be caught dead doing. So there you go, I'm all evened out. I think it applies very well. For some reason I look a little shadowy right there, but again, it's got to be this lighting. We're going to apply the Bye Bye concealer now. This does not have any type of applicator, so I just squeezed a small amount onto my index finger, and I'm going to apply it to the areas where I want it, mainly under my eye and a couple of my blemishes. And again, you can try to smooth this out with your finger if you're so inclined. I prefer to use a beauty blender, so that's what I'm going to do. I just wet it slightly, and I'm going to dab, 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 dab until it's all smooth and even. If you've never tried a beauty blender, you're missing out. They aren't expensive at all, but they do wonders when it comes to blending out any liquids. You can use it on your highlight colors if you're using a highlight. You can use a foundation. You can use it on a concealer. Amazing. I crease a lot underneath my eyes, so I'm going to go ahead and set this really quick with some translucent powder from e.l.f. Nothing to do with It Cosmetics, and I apologize, but I will crease so bad if I don't do this. So let me get this out of the way really quickly. Now we're going to go ahead and use the Bye Bye Pores Minimizing Powder. I'm going to shake a little bit into the cap of the product there, and then taking a Real Techniques brush, I'm just going to swish it around in the product and then tap off the excess. And then using a very light hand, I'm just going to kind of dust it all over my face, not necessarily under my eye too much because we've already set that, but everywhere else. And I apologize, there's no way on camera, unless I have Steven Spielberg working with me, am I going to be able to show you how awesome this is on your face. It does really make your skin look flawless, and yeah, I just love it. Now we're going to go ahead and grab the Vitality Disc, and we're going to start with the contour. I am not a professional, again, I don't know if I mentioned that, and I'm not very good at contouring yet. I am still practicing, so again, if I'm making you cringe, I apologize. This is just how I do it so far. So I'm applying this with the e.l.f. contour brush just to kind of carve everything out first, and then I will go ahead and buff it out afterward. I do my cheeks, and then I do move on to my forehead because that is a big forehead. I know you're all thinking it. I know you're all thinking it. It's okay. I've learned to accept it. That's why contouring was invented, for people like me.
And now I'm going to take the big end of our dual-ended brush and just kind of buff that out upward. I love this brush. If I have not stressed that enough, you really do need to try one of these brushes. They are very, very soft and worth every penny. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and get the Vitality Disc and start on our blush, that little pinky peach color. I'm using a My Makeup Brush Set blush brush. It does go on a rather pink on this camera for some reason, but in real life I do not think it's this strong. I think it's just the way the light's hitting my face. I do think it's a little pink for my taste, but I do like it, and it's got a little bit of a shimmer to it, which is nice. Now we're going to take the smaller end of our dual-ended brush and apply our highlight color. It is a shimmer highlight, it's not a matte. However, you do have to apply quite a bit for it to pop. It's very subtle. And I think that was the whole point of this line by IT Cosmetics. It seems to be a very natural beauty type look, so keep that in mind. If you're wanting to just glow and strobe on, then this probably isn't the right highlight for you. Alright, I tend to always go over my face a little bit with the brush. Again, I didn't add any additional product, I just want to buff everything out and smooth it. I'm going to curl my eyelashes before I show you the mascara. I think it'll just help you to better see what it does for the lashes. I am not a false eyelash girl, I love them. However, I will be late to any event that I'm invited to if I try to apply them. So, lesson learned, a good mascara is the way to go. This wand is a little different. As you can see, it has the little bristles at the end too. It does help separate the lashes very well. I just like the way it looks, and I have long eyelashes to begin with, but I do think that this gives them an extra pop. I really like the way this mascara works. Alright, now onto the Vitality Flush Lip. Again, this is more of a balm or a stain. If you were to wipe your lips off after applying, it does leave a little bit of a pinkish tint to it, so this may not be your thing if you're not into natural looking lips. It is a very pinky natural, by the way. I know nobody's lips really look like this, but I will say this for it. It doesn't have a sticky feel to it, it doesn't have a weird smell, and it does make your lips feel very nice. So even if you were to just use this on a no makeup day, that might be a good idea. I'm going to go ahead and just set my face really quick, and we're all done.
Alright, so that's my video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it was informative. Again, I really do like the foundation. It's a little on the pricey side for me. Again, cheapskate. But I think it's worth the money. In fact, I think I'm actually going to kind of save my pennies and keep using it because I like the way it feels. I like the way it goes on, and I like the way it smells. I like everything about it, even the silly things. So I do like it. And then the other things, you could kind of take it or leave it. The Vitality Disc is kind of like anyways, to each his own. That's your own opinion. So again, I hope it was informative. I hope I'm showing that I am trying harder to put out more content and more frequently, considering this is my second video in a week. So a promise is a promise. I am trying. So thanks again for all the love and support, you guys. Love you. Bye.
Gotta get a new. This isn't working. The kids are sleeping. And here's somebody running outside. Recording. Today I'm going to be doing a review on a product I purchased on I'm here today to review the IT Cosmetics Jesus